Recently, This Is America and the World visited South Korea. The capital city, Seoul, is high-tech and high energy, with a culture that embraces both today's K-pop music and traditions that date back thousands of years. Our original plan was to examine healthcare in Korea, but it quickly evolved into a fascinating look into traditional Korean medicine. On this program, we'll get an overview of a different kind of healthcare system from a professor who teaches traditional Korean medicine. We'll also meet a doctor famous throughout Korea and beyond for his unique lung cleansing theory. And finally, we'll visit one of the largest herb markets in the world, the center of traditional Korean medicine for shoppers, merchants, and tourists. This Is America and the World visits South Korea. Funding for This Is America and the World is made possible by the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C., the Sultanate of Oman, the Korea-U.S. Alliance Foundation, the Patriots Culture and Arts Committee in the Republic of Korea, the Nepal Tourism Board, the Forerunner Foundation, the Rotendaro Family Trust, and the Embassy Series, uniting people through musical diplomacy. At the College of Korean Medicine at Kyung University, we'll learn some of the basics of traditional Korean medicine and how it differs from Western medicine. We'll learn it all from a doctor and professor with extensive experience in the United States. What is at the heart of this Korean medicine? How is that basically different from what we practice in the West?
Yeah, Western medicine is more anatomical based and disease oriented medicine, we can say, and also it implies the quantitative assessment. But on the other hand, the Korean medicine is more focused on functional medicine. For example, there are many people around us that somebody has many pain, for example, headache, but he checks every examination, laboratory test, and even MRI checkup, but everything is normal. But he still has some symptoms. But there is no clear medicine for him because everything is normal on the lab. But in Eastern medicine or Korean medicine, we emphasize the symptom or some functional problem. So we can provide acupuncture treatment or herbal medicine. Even there is no abnormal findings in the lab test because we emphasize on the patient himself or herself and the symptom. We take it, every symptoms we take it regarded important.
So if I understand correctly, in the West, in America, we're kind of like medicating the symptom. So the symptom might be the same here, but you're trying to eradicate the cause of the problem, huh? So a little different there.
Yeah, we checked even it is some area symptom, we check whole body, even including digestion or some life habit, something like that. So, and we balance and harmony is the most important word in Korean medicine.
Balance and harmony.
Yeah, so it's a holistic approach.
You're a physician as well as the professor, right?
Yes.
So someone comes in with, let's say, skin condition, or back pain, or breathing, difficulties in breathing. How would you make the diagnosis, and what treatments would you offer?
Yeah, before traditionally we check the important factors, including the tongue diagnosis and also pulse diagnosis. But nowadays, as a technology develops, so we also accept biomedical diagnosis also, as well as our traditional approaches nowadays. So for skin rashes, itching or something, we check if he has comes from the too much heat energy in her body, in their body. So we have some acupuncture treatment to cooling down our some heating energy, or some medicinal herbs to cool down the heat inside our heat. So it is some different perspective, but it is we can say it is more the root treatment.
Root treatment. Now, suppose we get into something that is more severe. Someone comes and they have been in an automobile accident, or someone has been diagnosed with some cancer. Is the same kind of treatments or possible in those much more severe cases?
Much more severe cases, but for example, like you mentioned, the car accident. The surgery or emergency treatment should be the first priority, but our traditional medical doctor can help them as adjunctive therapy to pain relief before and after surgery. And also for the cancer patient, you know that cancer drug is very toxic. So many people have some nausea and vomiting and hair loss, many side effects. So, but we can relieve the side effect symptoms.
How about mental problems, illnesses? In the United States, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, addictions.
Right.
How do you treat those here?
Yeah, mental health care is also a very important part in traditional medicine in Asia. So in many cases, maybe the ear acupuncture is very comfort and easy treatment. Ear acupuncture, there are some small seed or small needle we insert and keep it for several days. And so it continuously stimulates our body points, some effective body point. So it is one of the option. And also, you know that some meditation or some Tai Chi, movement, exercise is very important to our mental health care.
Do you think that the Korean people are happy?
I think that I can guess some Asian people, Korean people, Japan, we have a little bit better life.
Diet? Better diet?
Yeah, sure.
And they're more conscious of their health, do you think?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I tried. So, thank you.
Professor and Doctor,
Yeah.
thank you so much for the education.
Thank you for having me.
This is a terrific conversation.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you.
Dr. Seo Hyo-seok is well known throughout Korea. His unique theories and treatment are one of the many different practices of today's traditional Korean medicine. His training and research over the years has led Dr. Seo to develop his own highly unique theory of lung care called lung cleansing, and marketing his own medical supplement as a treatment.
편도선염, 비염.
I specialize in treating tonsillitis, rhinitis, and asthma. Additionally, I care for many patients with COPD, pulmonary fibrosis, and other life-threatening conditions like lung cancer. People often believe that rhinitis, asthma, and atopy are incurable conditions that only cause suffering. However, they can be effectively treated and even cured. Similarly, COPD, pulmonary fibrosis, and lung cancer are often seen as terminal diagnoses, leading many people to lose hope. But when the immune system is functioning at its best, it is possible to live well even with these conditions. I have good news for you.
If I come to you as a patient and I say to you, I have COPD and some difficulty breathing, how would you make your diagnosis?
COPD에 관해서는
When it comes to COPD, Western medicine doesn't offer a cure. But I know how to treat it. It's a new approach, cleaning the lungs without medication. Over a person's lifetime, a lot of phlegm and dirt build up in the lungs, along with residue from all the antibiotics and anti-inflammatories they've taken. All you're doing is cleaning out the buildup in the lungs. And surprisingly, when that happens, COPD doesn't get worse. If you keep cleaning and give it time, the lung cells and bronchial cells start to come back to life. Eventually, the patient can make a remarkable recovery just by cleaning the lungs. Here's an important piece of information. When babies are in the womb, their lungs are very clean. The color of these clean lungs is pink. But by the time they reach 3 years old, every baby's lungs become ash and dirty. You might be wondering, why do a 3-year-old's lungs get dirty when they don't even smoke? The answer is simple. From the moment a baby is born, they start breathing, and with every breath they inhale dust, fine dust, ultra-fine dust, yellow dust, dirt, carpet fibers, pollen, powder, cement dust, lime dust, basically everything. In just 3 years, their lungs get dirty. People breathe for 70, 80, or 90 years and never clean their lungs. It's like running an air conditioner for decades and never cleaning the air filter. The principle behind my lung cleansing is similar to cleaning the air conditioning filter. When your lungs are clean, something interesting happens. You feel lighter, less tired, your facial color brightens, you don't get out of breath when climbing a mountain, and you don't catch colds anymore. Anyone can observe these changes. It's the same for people of all backgrounds, black, white, Middle Eastern. Everyone sees a significant improvement once their lungs are cleared. The results of this lung cleansing are phenomenal to observe. Miners who have spent their lives working with coal often have lungs full of coal dust. When they clean out their lungs, they begin to produce a steady stream of watery phlegm. If they spit it out onto a white tissue and rub it, they can clearly see the coal dust. After a year and a half of cleansing, the miner's lungs are clean. Just a year ago, he was lying in the intensive care unit waiting to die. A year later, he's in the lounge playing poker.
I talked with some of Dr. Seo's patients and asked them what brought them to seek his treatment and what the results have been.
On that day, as a pure coincidence, that as a taxi driver, I encountered my customer, and I talked to him, and the customer told me that if you have a lung disease, you gotta see this doctor. That's how I learned about this hospital. And then he himself was the beneficiary of this hospital. He was a patient, lung patient, and then he got cured by getting treated from this hospital. And then it took first like 4 to 5 months, and the result. And then I saw my doctor, the Western doctor, and he said that, "Oh, you really managed your health pretty well, and you are improving." It's been around 6 years since I started taking Pyunkang. Before that, I had to vomit blood quite often, and I practically lived in fear. And after I started taking Pyunkang, the blood vomiting stopped, and I no longer had phlegm either. So I started to lead a very normal life, and it's been already 4 to 5 years. So I'm a perfectly healthy life now, and I do have a job, and I go to work, and I have a very happy life at this moment. I vomited a lot of blood because of my condition, and some medicine didn't work, and I got very disappointed. And then I finally followed what doctor suggested me to do, that I take these supplementary products on a regular basis. And then I kind of felt that I'm finally out of the woods, and then I got confidence that it's working.
So you are highly regarded and very famous for this lung cleansing theory. You have this unique theory. How did you arrive at the theory? How did you research it, and how do you measure the success?
By accident, I treated the miners I mentioned earlier with lung cleansing. In Ansan, Gyeonggi-do, there is a hospital famous for treating pneumoconiosis. The lives of pneumoconiosis patients are very miserable. Some local people have a meeting to comfort them once a month, and I was one of them. During one of these meetings, I happened to speak with the director of the hospital who said, I'm most worried about the patients catching a cold. If they catch a cold, it always turns into pneumonia and they lose their lives. At that time, I was recommending our Pyunkang for cold, so it was around 23 years ago. From that conversation, I promised the director that I would protect the miners from colds if he selected 5 of them. Unexpectedly, a year later, all the miners got healthy, and that's how the principle of lung cleansing was born.
So let's say a new patient comes to your office, maybe skin disease or breathing problems or headaches or maybe some kind of bone pain in the vein or even heart disease or cancer. Can you treat all of these with some kind of special herbal medicine?
not drug. 드럭이 아닙니다. not drug. Dietary supplement. not drug. Dietary supplement.
Not a medicine.
Not a
Not a
medicine.
medicine.
It is supplementary. It plays a supplementary role.
약이 아닙니다.
All we do is cleaning your lungs and wait. It's a completely different way of thinking. Until now, when we humans get sick, we look for a pill. What pill can cure my illness? Then we search for that medicine, and after that, we search for a doctor who can cure the disease. This has been the same in every country throughout human history. But here, I'm thinking differently. I don't care what the name of the disease is, whether it's called cold or cancer. I just wait for the lungs to clear out, and the cold won't come back in 2 months. As for cancer, it takes longer. For example, with lung cancer, you need at least 60 months. Now we have a new principle. The diseases that are going to kill you will take longer, and the smaller ones will be easier to deal with. It's all about immunity.
So I can see improve when we talk about lung cleansing, improve the body system, the efficiency. I can understand improve, but with COPD and smoking and damage to the lungs. And with cancer, I can see improvement, but I can't understand cure. Is that very controversial, your thought about that, huh?
심한 경우 COPD가
In severe cases of COPD, a patient may not be able to walk 100 meters on a flat surface in one go. They might need to walk 100 meters 5 or 6 times, taking 6 breaks in between. I have a patient with that severe condition. 6 years later, he's much older now. He enjoys hiking and he climbs to the top of a mountain. Can you imagine this dramatic change?
How did that happen?
His lung cells got recovered, a lot of them.
And how about the cancer?
Cancer has a different names depending on where it is. What it happens is that when you perform lung cleansing continuously, then the doctor examines the CT, and then the tumor gets examined, so the size doesn't get bigger and bigger. And just one day you get diagnosed that your cancer is treated. But the treatment is the same. It's just cleaning the lungs.
Controversial, huh?
The results speak for themselves.
So do you have a particular herbal remedy that you prescribe to your patients?
자, 약인가요? 물인가요?
Do you consider this medicine or water?
It looks like water with something added.
오케이. 바로
It's water infused with 10 plant extracts, just water, no medicinal ingredients. It's been analyzed by a reputable lab and they found no medicinal substances, no antibiotics, no anti-inflammatories, no anti-cancer drugs, no painkillers, no sedatives, nothing. I've been drinking this water for 25 years. and my claim is that it clears my lungs. In Korea, China, and Japan, our product has already become a brand, much like Coca-Cola and Chanel. They just buy it, they take it, and it clears their lungs and shows them the improvement in their health.
During our visit to Dr. Seo's hospital, I had the opportunity to talk with the hospital's pharmacist. Tell me about the hospital.
평강한의원은
This hospital specializes in lung treatment. While other Korean medicine hospitals offer a variety of treatments, this one focuses specifically on addressing lung diseases.
보통 폐 질환 환자들이
We usually have a lot of patients with pulmonary diseases, COPD, and skin diseases, atopy.
Are there many doctors working here or just Dr. Seo?
In this Seocho branch, there's one other person in addition to Dr. Seo, and there are 5 other branches with one director, respectively.
So it's a big operation, huh?
이 그러면 지점도 있는 큰 규모네요.
네, 맞습니다.
That's correct.
And what is your job at the hospital?
저는
I'm in charge of making herbal medicine, packaging it, and sending it out for delivery.
And then there's a liquid form and the solid form, huh?
That's right. We make both.
Where is the product made?
We are currently making it in Jecheon, North Chungcheong Province. Prescriptions are sent to the clinic and we prepare and dispense the medicine at the herbal dispensary accordingly. Once prescription is made, the hospital has a program that the prescriptions get sent to us, and based on that information, we do make the medicines. It's all electronic.
감사합니다.
Thank you. 감사합니다. Thank you. Traditional Korean medicine is a natural part of daily life for Koreans. Herbal remedies are available in clinics, pharmacies, and hospitals and are often prepared at home. We visited the center of Korea's herb medicine culture, one of the largest herb medicine markets in the world, which is a modern-day testament to the legacy of traditional healing in today's Korea. Tell me about this wonderful market.
우리의 시장에 우선 오신 걸 환영합니다.
Welcome, Mr. Wholey, to this market. This market was formed back in 1960s.
How many shops are in the marketplace?
There are more than 1,000 stores in this market.
And are they all selling herbs?
Stores in this market not only sell herbs, it is almost like a Korean medicine industry, all related like medicine hospital and the places that produce herbs are all here. It's a complex.
When we talk about herbs, what are herbs?
What we mean by herb is something that is collected directly from nature and is grown in nature and that has some medicinal effects. And we use these herbs for our health and for our food, and that's is supposed to be good for our health. That's what we mean by herbs.
So if you were going to give a lecture or a talk about the marketplace and the herbs, what would you say?
This
This Yangnyeongsi Market boasts the wide range of herbs that we carry. There are around 560 different kinds of herbs that are handled here, and it makes up more than 70% of these herb distribution here in Korea. So you can find just everything, just about anything that you want for, if it is for food or if it is for medicine, you can find anything here, everything here. And this is the only Korean medicine market, the Yangnyeongsi is the only one that can offer this variety.
You are the president of the entire association. What is your job and what is your message?
My job as the president of this association is to promote this Yangnyeongsi market and to help this market thrive even more. And what I do is that I visit stores, ask what kind of challenges they have, and I try to solve their problems. And I like to ask the Korean government to provide some subsidy to our market or to help out in any way they can do so that this market can sustain for a long time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for our conversation. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you.
I want to share with you some short pieces from interviews that I've done over the years. I call them reflections, and you can find them on the media platform Substack. They're filled with wisdom and inspiration and motivation. So search Dennis Wholey on Substack.com. Enjoy and share. For information about This is America in the World, visit our YouTube channel, This is America TV, visit our website, thisisamerica.net, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Funding for This is America in the World is made possible by the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C., the Sultanate of Oman, the Korea-U.S. Alliance Foundation, the Patriots Culture and Arts Committee in the Republic of Korea, the Nepal Tourism Board, the Forerunner Foundation, the Rotendaro Family Trust, and the Embassy Series, Uniting People Through Musical Diplomacy.